What is good, Nio family? It's your boy Ray-Jay back with another video, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the one and only Nio. I'm going to talk about the overall price movement, what's happening to Nio, and why Nio's up today. I'm going to go over what the mainstream media is saying about Nio as well before I give you guys my stock price prediction for the near-term future for next Monday and what I expect to happen quite soon. But before I get started and do talk about anything, I do have to mention I'm not a financial legal taxation expert, so do not take this as financial legal taxation advice. Everything in this video is solely for entertainment purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash that like button if you want to see more videos like this. So it benefits the entire Nio community as a whole. With all that out of the way, guys, let's get on with the video. So looking at Nio from a technical standpoint, we can see that Nio is doing quite well. It is currently up almost 4% for the day. And looking at the 1 day, 1 minute chart, we can see that Nio started off at $36.23 and had a run up to $38.29. Let's go. Before it began to drop just slightly and reaching a low of $37.42 before another run up to $37.71, which is where it closed at up 3.94% for the day, closing at 37.71. So from a Bollinger standpoint, we can see that Nio is looking pretty good. There was a lot of upward momentum, especially touching the upper Bollinger. Before there was quite a bit of, I would say, volatility that did increase as it went on this downward trend, but then it had this reversal right over here. It was almost like a double bottom. We could kind of see right here, but not necessarily. It was very similar to it, and we can see right here, as soon as Nio hit $37.42, it was a bit of reversal. It went up, it dropped a little bit, and then it had another run up to $37.75, hitting that upper Bollinger multiple times and closing above the mean price, given the data from below, making Nio look really, really good. So the reason I talked about that is because of what the RSI is showing. That is lots and lots of strength. Nio is looking very, very strong, and it's looking really good. Right over here, we can see it hit the upper band multiple times, and the strength right now is looking much better to where it was before. Because if I were to try to bring up the 3 month chart, and I know you can't really do this too well, we could see that there was a lot of time where Nio was just on these downward trends, had a little bit upwards. It was just low for such a long period of time, especially the last couple of weeks. It was very, very low, and now it's you can see it's spiking. The strength is spiking, which shows Nio is on reversal phase. It hit the lows and it's slowly stair stepping its way up. So if I were to bring a Fibonacci real quick, and I'm going to try to do a 1 minute chart right here. If I bring up a Fibonacci, we could see something very interesting. Okay, right over here from the low to the high it reached, we can see the levels of support and resistance that Nio has and how it has been just stair stepping its way again and again and again. So it had quite a bit of support at 37.42 and has resistance around the 37.70 range, and that's where the resistance is going to perpetuate. But despite that, despite the support and resistance levels fluctuating here and there, and despite Nio performing the way it did, being in the green, there's a lot of great news, okay? A lot of great news that came out. First off, it was reported by Yahoo Finance that China's Nio is to double its capacity of the Hefei plant to 240,000 vehicles a year. That is insane because Nio is on the verge of, making 40,000 vehicles per year from 120,000 units previously, just doubling what they're able to produce every single year. That's huge news for Nio, and it just shows how well they're doing in terms of production and scalability. It's very, very good for their company, their fundamentals, and their expansion. Also, for the reason why Nio was rising, Yahoo Finance talked about something big that was happening, and that is the fact that their current annual capability is 120,000 units per year, and it's going to reach 240,000 units per year very soon once the overall upgrade is completed. And it also noted, according to CNEV Post report, that Nio is going to upgrade the start of production for the ET7. You heard that properly, ET7, which is going to be relatively popular in Germany and Norway. So that's big news for their European expansion, and that's one of the main reasons as to why they're expanding the way they are. The Motley Fool reported something very similar. That is the fact that their plans to expand further to Europe are not just unfolding, but becoming closer and closer to a reality. Because by next year, we should see Nio, especially their new sedan. It's going to be supremely awesome. Their ET7 is a luxurious car. It has full self-driving tech specs out there. It may not be perfect yet, but it's definitely improving year after year after year, and it's very, very luxurious. People said that it reminds them of driving a pilot or being inside of a plane. It's just fantastic. And I'm not going to go into specific details about specs right now, but I do want to put it out there that the company is doing well. They're literally beginning to kill it. And when you look at previous delivery data, guys, we're talking about 24,439 cars literally in 3 months delivered, ending in September 2021. We're looking at 100.2 to 125.7 percent increases year over year over year. It's just insane how this company is growing. Also, the time it took Nio to grow this fast is pretty astonishing, as they not only have support from the Chinese government, but they are literally improving every single day. And I do think that their capacity increasing the way it is going to be huge, because not only is Nio going to produce more cars, but their numbers, their quarterly earnings data is going to be absolutely insane. And that makes me even more bullish for next year. So let me get rid of this Fibonacci and tell you what I think is going to happen next year in the most simple way possible. Looking at the 6 month chart, we can see that Neo's high was at around $55 a share. However, guys, it has been on the downward trend, and we're probably about to hit a reversal, hitting the low at $33.17 not too long ago after the Evergrande situation unfolded and many, many, many things that brought Neo down. I do think Neo is going to have a reversal phase, and we should see Neo back to 56 by, I would say, early next year. And then I do think it's going to continue, and we're going to see all-time highs by mid next year. And towards the end of next year, this thing should be worth $80 to $100 by the end of next year, because of their expansion, because their numbers are going to be insane, because it's also dependent on the hype it gets from the media. It's also depends on what people on YouTube and everyone are saying, what are the communities doing. The Neo community is strong, but it's a little bit weaker right now relative to where it was before, especially early during the year when it had that run up from $30 to 55. I do think that the community might be a little bit tired, because they, for such a long time, it's been on this downward trend. It's literally been way too long, in my opinion, and it's just a matter of time before we see the big move that we're all anticipating. Okay, it's just a matter of time. And I personally think that Neo has the potential to make those big moves if you give it time. It's just that a lot of people are just becoming impatient, they're tired, they're waiting it out. And I know, but I think the hype, the excitement, it's going to come back next year. I think next year is going to be huge for Tesla, for Nio, for X-Peng, for Lucid. All these EV companies are going to kill it. And I think that's going to play a big role in helping Nio, because 2021 was not a great year for Nio. I'll be honest with you, because of the global chip shortage, because of the Evergrande situation. But I believe 2022 and 2023 and so on are going to be even better. With that said and done, guys, give Nio time. It requires patience, and never ever give up. Thank you and peace out.